G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to our little channel, Goodies Beer Reviews. And I'll tell you, what a lovely afternoon. A lot of rain here on the coast, or near the coast. Very heavy throughout the evening, the morning, the day, and we've just cracked a bit of, not even sunshine, but that purple sort of colour in the sky where it's just nice and it's cool. And today, this was when I looked at it, I thought, is this a shandy or is this sorry, not a shandy, it is a shandy. I'm assuming, you can't do that anymore. I assumed it was like a seltzer, or a ginger beer. Then I walked up to it and I approached it and I introduced myself, and look what we got. Came home with me. 4 Pines Brewing. So 4 Pines is over in Brookvale. I just watched the footy. Newcastle versus West Tigers. Sorry, Geza, you probably watched it. I had a few bucks on Newey, only because they got there's a couple of anyway, I won't go into it. 4 Pines Lemon Shandy. Yeah, it's got some weird shit all over the can, but I'll get into that in the tick. The guy at BWF even said, you know what, I'm surprised someone hadn't thought of that already. Not just a lemon beer, but let's actually make a shandy. So a shandy in Australia, and I don't know about other countries, you have basically like a middy or a schooner or your beer choice, generally like your lagers, your clearer beers. I wouldn't get like a Bolter Easy Hazy and make it into a shandy. It's more for your adjunct sort of basic Aussie lagers or ales, and you can have a bit of lemonade in it, a shot of lemonade or a squirt of lemonade, and it becomes a shandy. So this is 4 Pines, 375ml can, which is what we love here on the channel. Very pretty can, 5% ABV, which is a pretty good ABV for a shandy, because if you've ever had a rough night, like when I was younger, I had a few like mornings, we're going out tonight again, you're like, you start off on shandies because they're just a bit more nicer to you. A little bit of, I think it's Korean writing. Is it Korean or Japanese? Or, I don't know. Oh, it's everywhere. Very multicultural. 1.5 standard drinks. There's flying TVs all over it. So flying televisions with lips on them, and it's just a really weird can. There might be some reasoning behind it, and I don't really care about it. Oh, very easy to get into after a few shandies. Oh, very big crack on the can. Big crack on the can. Let's get this into the glass. Shandy. You know, it feels weighty. Does that sound weird? Or it feels very heavy? Maybe it's the Mets. 4 Pines. Brookvale Union. Haven't heard anything about the job yet. I've heard some weird stuff, but anyway, you don't know what they're thinking behind the scenes, so we'll just wait and see. And otherwise, you just got to queue them up and sell yourself. That's a very watery looking beer. It's got a very dishwashery looking head on it. However, very clear, very filtered, and a little bit yellow. Have a sniff. Oh, sniffer. Smell. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. It smells like Barocca. It smells like lemon Barocca. Lemony. Pleasant. There's nothing wrong about the sniff on the beer, but very lemony. Anyway, cheers everyone. Let's go. 4 Pines Shandy. Now I'm just taking this as I hope it fits the brief. Unfortunately, it's brewed in Manly, but we won't hold that against it. Let's reset. I don't know. Nah, this is a no from me. No. And I do like 4 Pines generally. They're becoming quite big, aren't they? The amount of sales and where you see their cans. But this just, the lemon's weird. It's like it tastes more like a cotton candy taste. Like a fluffy cotton candy, sugary taste, sweet. people are going to say no shit, but it's lemon. You know what though? If they had this on tap, I'd probably give it a go. And I reckon if you had one or two of these, you'd probably stick to it because it's easy to drink at 5%, but you'd rather just get a solo. Isn't that solo hard or solo extra concrete, like beyond solid hard? That's how hard it is, that solo. I was being sarcastic there. That's pretty good on tap. That's like the old rum and coke on tap. You could just drink that and, you know, you'd just be like, oh, I'm not drinking tonight. You just feed him up with her up with a few of those and be like, ding, ding. I thought I wasn't drinking it. It wasn't lemonade. Yeah, this doesn't do it for me. I bought myself today. If you see it, I'd say give it a go. You guys and girls probably would if you're anything like me on the channel. If you see it, and go 4 pints, you'd be like, shit, yeah, I'll give it 4-pack of that. Look, I suggest get one. This is pretty basic common sense. Get one, and if you like it, get 4. I'm glad I didn't get 4. I was going to get 4 because I think it was $20 now for 5% ABV and 375ml cans, which is what we love. You'd pay $20 for a 4-pack if it's good beer, but I think you're going to have one and go, it's too lemony. Sometimes with a shandy, you know, I remember bar people would always like pour, and then they'd go, oh, now, because some of them might want half. Some people might want 3/4. You're still paying for a midi of beer. But, yeah, I haven't had a shandy for ages. They're becoming a bit of a thing of the past, are they? There's not many places around here you don't see shandies. Yeah, I don't know if it'll hang around from 4 Pines or if it's a limited edition lager. Refreshing lager lemon. That's what it says. If you blindfolded someone and said, do you taste the lemon in this? I reckon they'd struggle. Burnt orange. There's definitely a citrus flair to it. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. It's a bit boring. It's very... But you know what? People might like it. I just don't think there's much punch in it. There's not much fun in it. And, you know, like when I have some of those big hoppy beers and I clap my hands. I clap my hands and I look up to the heavens. The Chur heavens and the Bolter heavens and... You know, and you just go, that's a fantastic beer. Whereas this is just meh. But you know what I did today? I went down and did like to get a couple of things just down. Went into town and the rain, man, it was heavy. Went into town and I parked and I thought, should I pop into the club and just have a bowl of soup? There's a Chinese there, and you know it's okay. You know it's local. It's all right. We've only got another one in town. I think you log on to Uber Eats and it's empty. We got no Uber Eats here. Don't even have Ubers. I think he got locked up. Pissed. Or fucking something happened. He's gone off the radar. And then he pops back on, probably when his bail's over. I shouldn't shit it on, but yeah, he's never around or they're never around. So you don't rely on that around here. People come here and go, jump on Uber, and there's nothing. Yeah, it doesn't exist. You've got to get the cabs. And, you know, I'll give you an example. So near on the coast here, like, if I wanted to... And they've got a courtesy bus at my local club, but it depends how busy it is. I'll knock the driver off and go, sorry, you're stuck. You see people walking home here sometimes at night or in the afternoon. You know, I remember out Birkin, I'd pull over and, where you going home? Because you know where they live, because their face, you know. Yeah, I'm going home. Hop in. Oh, you sure? Yeah, fucking hop in instead of walking home in 50-degree heat. But Newcastle won the footy too. I had $15 today, I think, or 20 on Newey. They were the favourite, but it was a good game of football. I think the ref certainly did keep the Tigers in it at the end. They sin-binned a bloke for a tackle. Like it's gone across his face a little bit. It's high. But then old mates come in like, well, that was a different one, but yeah, a bit high over the top, and, you know, it happens. It's slippery, it's wet. You know, you don't go in there intentionally to take the bloke's head off. You know, like, so it was a good game. So, and, you know, the Bunnies, I think, are up next. The Bunnies are up next against, I can't remember. They're the underdog. But, and then you got Cronulla. You got Cronulla and Melbourne, I think, in the top 1 and 2 spots. I think that'll be a big game. I reckon if Nathan Cleary's out, I'm not saying he runs the team or is the team, but he does a lot. He's the halfback, so he kicks a lot and has a lot of plays. I'd put a few bucks on. Don't listen to my advice, but I'd chuck a couple of bucks on. And I'm only talking 5, like lazy 5 or a tenner if you got it lying around. I'd put it on Cronulla. Geez, they've come a long way, Cronulla. But they've got Craig Fitzgibbon as the coach, and Craig Fitzgibbon was a second row in the Roosters for years. Very, very good clubman, very good player, very professional off the field and on the field, I feel, and very, it's a pity he was the defensive coach for the Chooks, I think. And then he went over to take on the coaching job. I think he's been coaching about 3-4 years, and good on him for going up there and getting a good wage. And, geez, it's getting dark, isn't it? Getting a good wage and, just, grinding it up. Good guy. I met him a few times. But yeah, if you see this Shandy, I'd say, nah. Anyways, take care of each other, love each other, be kind to each other, all that sort of stuff. I love this one, and I'll see you at the next one. If you see this one, I'd probably say, yeah, grab one and try it. It's easy to drink, but it's nah. See yous.